In today's video, I'm going to teach you the difference between a restaurant checklist and a restaurant prep sheet or prep list. Hey everybody, Ryan Gromfin, author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, founder of therestaurantboss.com, as well as ClickBacon and ScaleMyRestaurant.com. Now that's right, today is the second part of a 4 or 5 part video series all about checklists. If you're an owner or a manager or an operator of a restaurant, you've probably experimented with checklists. Maybe you're a checklist ninja and you use them all the time. There's still something for you here to learn. Or maybe you've tried checklists and they don't work, but that's what we're trying to do here in this video series, is prove to you that they work and that you should love checklists and they're awesome. But if they're not working, it's for a couple of simple reasons. Now, in the previous video, I showed you step by step how to build an effective restaurant checklist. Today, I want to talk about the difference between a checklist and a prep sheet. And probably the second biggest complaint that I hear, or reason that I hear restaurant checklists aren't working, is because restaurant owners don't fully understand the difference between a checklist and a prep sheet. The first reason why they don't work, we're going to explain in the next video. It's about managing your checklist properly. But today, let's focus on the difference between a checklist and a prep sheet. So if you remember, we talked about how a checklist assigns things, assigns stuff, assigns tasks to an individual person or station that tells them anything and everything they need in the correct quantity and quality for an effective service or for a successful service or a successful shift. Prep sheets are a little different. It's still assigned to a specific person or a station, but instead of what they need to get through that shift, it's what they need to prep to keep this big machine, to keep your restaurant moving properly. Let me break this down even further for you. It's basically what needs to get prepped. Now, how do we define what needs to get prepped? Let's say that you operate a pizza restaurant, and let's say that you buy your pizza cheese already grated. Well, if I'm opening up the pizza station in the morning and I pull out my checklist and it says pepperoni, bell peppers, mushrooms, onions, tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, all I have to do is check my station to see if I have all of that. And if I'm either out or low on mozzarella cheese, I can go to the walk-in, grab the cheese I need, fill up my container, and now I'm ready for service. But what if you don't buy it already grated? What if you need to grate that cheese? Well, then it needs to go on a prep sheet. The difference is with the checklist, we're going to do that now before our shift starts to get ready for the shift. The prep sheet is basically refilling the refrigerator or restocking the shelves, the big storage quantities for later this evening or tomorrow. I'm going to share with you a really simple tip on how we turn a checklist into a prep sheet. But first, I want to talk to you about the soap you're using to wash dishes. This is Dawn Professional, and it's the same dish soap brand we use at home. It's also the #1 dish brand in the United States. This is Spick & Span, and it's made by the same people that make Dawn Professional. These are brands that you're likely familiar with, as well as Swiffer, Mr. Clean, Febreze, and many, many others. The reason I'm telling you this is you may not be familiar with the fact that Procter & Gamble Professional makes versions of these brands and many others for use in your restaurant. Now, whether you have 1 restaurant, 10 restaurants, or 100 restaurants, you know the importance of keeping your restaurant clean and safe for your guests and your employees. But with everything you have going on, it's easy to just buy cleaning products that are either the cheapest or private labeled because your sales rep recommended them. The challenge is you don't know if their best interests match your best interests. You don't know if they're recommending and giving you the products that you actually need, or if they're giving you the products that help them meet their profits and their sales quota. Cleaning and disinfection is more important now than ever before. Don't take shortcuts. Don't sell yourself short. I've chosen to partner with P&G Professional because they provide products for an exceptional clean. What's easier and more simple than using products that you already know and trust? The only thing better than that is products that your employees already know, use, and trust. Keeping your guests and employees safe and free from outbreaks is more important now than ever. P&G Professional has a line of products that are easy to use and available to you to help you keep every surface in your restaurant clean and safe. I want to encourage you to go ahead and click on the link that we've provided for you, either in the video, below it, to the right, or to the left, and sign up for some exclusive restaurant savings on products you and your team already know and trust will keep your restaurant clean and safe. This is more important now than ever. Plus, if you have any questions, you could hop on the phone or chat with a professional, a representative at P&G Professional to make sure that your needs are currently being met and hear some of their recommendations. So go ahead, click on that link, sign up for those savings, get on the phone with someone at P&G Professional, and what do you say? Let's get back to the rest of that video. Okay, so I promised you a quick and simple way to turn your checklist into a prep sheet, and here it is. Ask yourself this question. Does an item on a checklist take more than 30 seconds to prepare? If it takes more than 30 seconds to prepare, it has to go on a prep sheet. It stays on the checklist, but it also goes on a prep sheet. So, step one is to build a checklist for every station, front of the house, back of the house, managers. Build a checklist. So the pizza station, like I said, it's got cheese, it's got tomato sauce, it's got mushrooms, it's got onions, it's got bell peppers, it's got all this stuff on it. Then, after your checklist that has anything and everything needed for a successful shift, go back through and ask yourself, does this take more than 30 seconds to prepare? Even something as simple as, let's say, canned pineapple for a pizza station. You can argue that it takes less than 30 seconds. It's already chopped up and in the can. But in reality, on a busy Saturday night, it takes more than 30 seconds. You know it does. By the time someone leaves their station, goes to the back, grabs a can, messes with that terrible can opener, drains it out and puts it in the proper container, you've wasted 3 to 5 minutes of very, very precious time during service. So even something as simple as draining pineapple and putting it in the proper container and labeling and dating it and putting it either in backup for the pizza fridge or in the walk-in should be, in my opinion, on a prep list and a checklist, but it's totally different lists. They can be assigned to different people, and one of the biggest challenges I see is that restaurant owners and managers don't take the time to build prep sheets, just checklists, and then their people are busy prepping while they're getting their station ready, when in reality they should just be getting what they need to get their station ready, then go do the prep. I hope that differentiates the difference for you a little bit better here. I hope that, I clarifies the difference for you. In reality, you need a checklist and a prep sheet for every single person, every single station in your restaurant. Even if you don't have a prep person or a prep station, all of your cooks and all of your servers need a prep list. Now, the one thing is, you might not actually call it a prep list for your front of the house. You probably call it side work, but it's the same thing. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I look forward to bringing you another one just like this next week. Have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this week's training video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, would you go ahead and smash the like button right up there so you can get notified every week when we release a new free training video. I've also gone ahead and put a couple of videos for you here and here that I think you're going to enjoy. Remember, systems create freedom. Freedom creates value, and value creates scale. Manage systems, develop people, and be awesome.